All right, everybody, welcome to Restorative Yoga. As always, have a variety of props handy, block straps, blanket and pillows. And for this practice, let's start in easy seated. And I'm going to hit play on my music. Okay. If the music at any time feels too loud, just unmute yourself and let me know. Finding easy seated, I always like to have a little meditation cushion or some pillows to give your hips a little bit of height over your knees. Makes this feel much more accessible for many bodies. I want you to do what feels best for you. Find our hand mudra. You can go palms down to ground yourself or palms up to be open and ready to receive. You can go ahead and choose. Maybe close the eyes. And start connecting with our breath. Long, deep breath in through the nose. And on your exhale, side out the mouth. We're going to get rid of any tension we might be holding here from our breath. Inhale long and deep, nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Let's do that a few more times, really letting go. Inhale, nose, long and deep. Exhale, let it all go. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale it out. Last one. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Releasing anything that you've brought with you into this space. Letting it melt down into the floor and release out your exhale. Begin this restorative practice, we connect with our breath, anchoring us, grounding us, bringing us inward. And then we travel more towards the physical body, our emotions, our relationships with people, what we're carrying with us in this moment. And then also our mindset, our thoughts. They have been today or where they are right now. Surround us with your light. Taking this time to notice anything that is sitting there physically, emotionally, mentally. Giving it our attention, recognizing what is there. And then energetically, we're going to let this kind of shed off of our body. There's something that you're holding that doesn't feel like it's for you, either in thought, emotion, or physical sensation. Allowing it to energetically shed off of you. Align with this for our collective intention to release or to shed. You can imagine a snake shedding its skin, morphing into something new, taking this time to shed anything that we no longer want to carry. Aid us in this energetically. We're going to take the hands off the thighs and just give them a shake. Give them a couple shakes. When you shake, you can imagine kind of like getting rid of anything that has attached to you in this day. shaking it off if you really want to get the arms and just really let it go if there's something that's been bothering you, the world. We're just shaking it off. Shaking it off. Do that as much as you need to. And when you feel like you're ready, you bring your hands back to your thighs. We'll begin bringing some movement into our shoulders. Let's take the shoulders up on an inhale, squeeze. Just hold it here, holding this squeeze. Even take your hands and press on the thighs. And then exhale to drop. Inhale, reach up and squeeze. Exhale, drop. And as you drop, you can imagine that kind of shedding of everything that we no longer want to carry. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, drop, and let it go. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Once more, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. On your next inhale, take the hands high, reach all the way up. Exhale, left hand is going to come down to the mat, or always have your hand on a block if that just feels a little bit more accessible. And then from here, begin to circle the arm back, nice and big. Take your time with this, no need for speed. Nice and slow and relaxed. Also play around with how much you drop your left ear to the left shoulder. We're bringing movements in, and also stretching the side of the neck. Let's flow this direction once more. And then find kind of a sweet spot and reverse your direction. Controlled. Energetically, you can push the floor away with your left hand and really drop the ear towards the shoulder, see what happens. And as you move, I want you to notice where you feel the most tight. So which position, where does your hand when you feel the most tightness in your side of the neck? Breath in, breath out. We're going to pause in that spot. So I want you to find a spot with your arm that you can really feel the tension in your neck. So for me, it's about right here. For you, it might be somewhere else. I'm just going to hold this, energetically reach with that right hand, press the floor away with the left. I want you to notice that opening, that stretch, and we'll hold it here. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in, breath out. Keep reconnecting with our intention. We're shedding skin tonight, letting go. Last inhale. On your exhale, keep the head in place. Bring the right hand down, and to release out of this, you're going to take your left hand and gently push the head back to center. really gentle on the neck when you do that. I'm going to go ahead and switch side. If you used a block on one, maybe bring it to the opposite side. Dropping right ear to right shoulder, taking the left arm out and beginning to circle either direction. Nice and slow, controlled. So we're actively pressing the floor away with that bottom hand, taking our time, really connecting with sensation. As we move our arm, we're noticing where we're feeling the most tension. When you're ready, finding that sweet spot and reversing the direction of your circle. Know that if at any time easy seated does not feel easy or good for you, you can always adjust and even sit on a chair with these movements. And when you're ready, you're going to settle into that tight spot, adjusting the left arm wherever you feel it the most, and then energetically reaching. So the left hand reaches either out or away towards the floor. Think about creating space here. Connecting with your breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. Becoming aware of anything that is cropping up in your mind, your emotions, or physical sensations. Last breath in. On your exhale, you're going to release just the hands. Keep that neck and head in place. And then take the right hand and gently press the head back up in alignment with the spine. Nice and gentle. We're going to continue to stay in this easy seated. If you need to adjust, please do so. I'm also going to encourage you to uncross your legs and recross your non-dominant way. A little variation. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, soften elbows, 90-degree bend. We're moving into eagle arms. So right arm is going to cross over left. I'm going to give you variations. One variation is to grab the shoulders, gently pull the shoulders apart and tuck the chin. So one variation. Another variation is to go back of palm to back of palm and then press against one another. Third variation is to fully intertwine, and you're going to go palm to palm, and in your palm to palm you're squeezing the forearms, pressing hands in, gently lifting the fingertips up and tucking the chin towards the chest. So go ahead and play around with those choices. Find something that works. Sitting up nice and tall. And as your chin starts to drop down towards your chest, think about lengthening through the crown. We're making space between ears and shoulders and between shoulder blades by either pressing and into the hands or squeezing forearms or even pulling the shoulders apart. Now you're invited to stay here, or if you would like, you can round your back and draw the points of the elbows in towards the navel. That's another option for kind of opening that upper and middle back even more. Holding and breathing. You're always keeping a little bit of tension, either squeezing forearms or pressing into hands. Last breath in and breath out. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly come back up and uncross or unwind the arms. We'll take a moment here, palms facing up, just to kind of notice and wiggle anything that we need to. And then we're going to move into eagle arms on the left side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, soften elbows. This time the left elbow crosses over right. Can grab shoulders. Can go back of hand to back of hand, or palm to palm. Whatever you're choosing, bring in that action piece. So if you have shoulders, you're gently pulling the shoulder blades apart. If you are going back of hand to back of hand, you're pressing. And if you're going palm to palm, you're squeezing. You can tuck the chin towards the chest. Option to stay here, or option to round the back and bring the elbows in towards the navel. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly release and unwind. Bringing the hands down. Feel free to wiggle the shoulders. Notice what you feel. And then we'll transition into extending the left leg long. Now with this one, you can stay on your bolster, your pillows if that feels good, or you can decide to maybe let that go. We're going to extend the left leg, and you may or may not want to strap with this. Left leg, sole of the right foot comes in towards the thigh. Inhale, sitting up tall. Our hips and shoulders are squared over the left foot. And when you extend, I want you to think about keeping that length, offering your chest, your rib cage towards the kneecap, lengthen the spine, then melting down, letting the forehead roll towards the shin. You can also use a strap here if you'd like. Strap around the foot is a nice variation. You can grab shin, ankle, or you can play around with crossing the hands. So there's a cross the hands where you take your right hand to the outside of the left foot, and then the left hand to the inside. Now, if you can't grab your foot, you're just doing the same thing on your calf or with the straps. And if you really kind of reach with that right hand, you're going to hit a little bit more of the low back on the right side. So play around with your variations. Know that if you want to make this a little bit more kind of passive, you can take blocks and even rest your forehead on your blocks here. So a lot of choice. Take your time, play around, see which one has the most benefit. And then really settle in with all of our poses this evening, with our intensity level. We're kind of looking for that 4, 5, maybe a 6 in our intensity level. Something it should be, you're feeling it, there's opening. It should be very sustainable to hold. You notice that your mind is wandering. Keep anchoring back to our intention, to your breath, and to the body. Breath in. Exhale, slowly release, walking the hands towards the body. Always taking lots of time with transitions. And then we'll gently switch, extending the right leg, bringing the sole of the left foot in. Same choices here. Find that one that works. Think about lifting, taking your rib cage off of your hips, extending forward with that length, and then melting down. You can grab your strap, use your blocks. Even a blanket or pillow would be nice. You can cross the hands if you'd like. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly release, walking the hands back. We're going to flip the feet on the mat and gently make our way onto your back. Have some pillows handy. On the back side, bring your feet as wide as your mat. And then you're going to take both knees and drop them over to the left. Now with this pose, some nice props can go underneath your left thigh as much as you need. And then maybe a little something underneath your low back can be nice as well. And I'm going to give you some variation for this. So some variation, if you're looking for more intensity, is, and I'm just going to show the other side, you can actually see it. So if you have your legs, a variation would be to take that right foot and kind of sneak it up a little bit closer towards your hip. That's going to intensify your stretch. Or you can take your left foot and bring it on top of your right thigh. That kind of weight or pressure is also going to intensify. A couple of choices for you. Keeping in mind what we're looking for in our intensity, that 4, 5, maybe 6 out of a 10 scale. And then with the arms, you can take the right arm up and over the head for a little more length in the right side body, or you could cactus both arms, 90-degree bend, or even maybe bring the hands onto the belly if that feels better for you. Settle into a space where you can really let go and melt into this posture. Take a breath in. On your exhale, slowly bring the knees back to center. We're going to keep working with the right side of the body and that right hip. Take your right ankle and bring it on top of your left thigh. And then your lower body is going to twist to the left with your right foot coming down towards the floor. Now, if your foot does not want to make contact with the floor, you've got options to put a pillow or even 2 pillows underneath your foot, or a block is going to be really helpful here. And then with this top knee, you have choice of kind of letting it fall in towards the chest. You might notice a little bit more in the IT band area, or you can take your left hand and gently press into the side of the thigh. Make sure you're avoiding the knee joint and press that leg away. See what that's like. And then with your arms, same variations. You can cactus the arms. You can keep the right hand up and over the head. Maybe the left hand grabs the wrist, or even return your hands to your belly or your heart center. Last breath in. Exhale, slowly unwind, uncross, putting the right foot on the mat. If you used any props, then go ahead and switch them over to the opposite side. And take one little baby bridge just as a reset. So bridge, rolling the tailbone up off the mat. And then rolling back down, lengthening the tailbone, widening the feet. So the feet are on the outside edges. Now allowing the knees to drift over to the right. Taking those variations, you can bring the left foot up towards the hip or the glute is going to intensify, or you can cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Adjustments for the arms to cactus, or to now drape the left arm up and over the head. Maybe the right hand is grabbing the left wrist. Finding a place of opening and softness. Last breath in. And when you're ready, slowly drifting the knees back to center. And continue on by bringing the left ankle on top of right thigh. And then twisting our lower body to the right, bringing the left foot down towards the floor, or maybe setting the foot on blocks or pillows. You're going to adjust this top knee either by allowing it to kind of fall in towards the body, or maybe gently push it away. Settle back in, returning to the breath. Breath in through the nose. Exhale, slowly release. Untwist and uncross. Invite in a little baby bridge as a reset. And then make your way into Shavasana. Or if there is any additional pose that you want, maybe you want goddess pose or a little fish, you can find that. Or settle into Shavasana. Feel free to grab your sweatshirt, your socks, pillow, your blankie. And begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Gently roll the head right to left. Eventually draw one knee at a time in towards your chest. And eventually make your way into fetal child's pose. Rolling on the right or the left side. Taking a moment here, allowing for transition. Taking all the time that you'd like. And then coming into easy seated. We'll end our practice by bringing the hands together at heart center. Closing the eyes. Feeling gratitude for our bodies and all that they do for us each and every day. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, everybody. If you have anything that you would like to chime in, you're welcome to unmute yourself.